Something that makes any shooter game better is the variety of weapons and the unique abilities that come from them, which is why today I'll be ranking some of the weapons I've used the most in Respawnables on a tier list. And no, I will not be doing OP weapons because the majority of those are pay to win, and we don't do that here. The tiers will go from S to F, no D tier to avoid confusion, and we will focus on only 10 weapons. Some of these weapons are ones you've seen from my 100 kill challenge back in 2021, so it will definitely bring back some memorable moments. Let's begin. First we have the bow, just a traditional bow equipped with arrows. Many of those who followed my journey to get 1,000 kills without dying in missions know that this was the main weapon I used to complete the challenge after a few disastrous deaths. Some I won't show due to how embarrassing they were. It has a fairly average range with 2 out of 4 boxes according to in-game stats, but personally I found this to be my favorite one. Part of the reason is how agile it is in combat, or maybe I've been watching too much of Hawkeye and Daryl Dixon. I'll put this in A. Next up is another bow, the Ultra Adder. Now I'll give this a gold star for design, but it does not excuse the lame gimmick it has. Basically, once you fire an arrow, you will get a boost pushing you back. This isn't entirely bad, it can help you get away from being sniped by some sweaty gamer who's been camping too much, but again, this isn't for me. This gets a C. Our next weapon is a classic, the revolver, something we've seen across most of gaming and television. This along with the BB were considered to be the OP weapons of the game before Digital Legends overloaded us with too many wacky ones that are just meant to be used for spam purposes. The most renowned player, Gurnsky, was highly skilled with it. It's definitely not the most damaging, but it's also not one I'll be bothered using from time to time. A solid B. Oh boy, the shotgun. It can literally call shots, and it doesn't offer much other than reminding you that in front of these guys, it's literally nothing in comparison. Down to C. The flame is literally just a fire model on a stick that burns things to ashes. I can say that this will be used in a smart and not so dumb way. Damage takes too long unless you're constantly surrounding the player. However, you do get speed. Not a bad combo, which gives the flame a B. Now for all the sweaty gamers who constantly only snipe in games, let me ask you this. Why is your aim so trash? Obvious F. The explosive shotgun is an example of how to create a great weapon. Like the name suggests, it fires like a shotgun, only 10 times better. Along with a little speed and agility, you are given a tracking device to know where your opponents are for a brief few seconds. The only con I see with this is that it can get boring after a few rounds, though that's more of a nitpick. This gets an S. For those who've watched my Respawnable videos over the years knows my one and only nemesis, Rocket Crush. I hate this man so much. And yes, it's just an AI, but it enraged me how much he blew up my chances, both figuratively and literally. That aside, the bazooka isn't that special compared to its other versions. It's not fun to use. Reloading takes a while, and you pretty much only get one shot before you're left vulnerable to damage, or possibly even death. It's just a C. I find the Divine Sword to be the most interesting one on this list for how it shares similar traits to the Flame, but this one can fire a long range with enough power to end players in 1 to 3 hits. Unfortunately, this concept was so loved that it became modified to give it special abilities like a shield of protection and whatever this is. Overall, this is another weapon that is great to use online, so it gets an A. Finally, we have the handguns. These hands definitely aren't going to damage people, but what they can do is tell you to hit that subscribe button because we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.